Do you rehearse your conversation in your mind first and then say it out loud? If yes, then you have to know that this is a peak overthinker behavior. And we have all done it. I'm sure that whoever is watching this video has already been doing it, and that is the reason why you're here. So today we are going to discuss about the same thing, but instead of how and what, we are gonna explore why. Why do we rehearse? Now we have to understand that from where did this cycle begin. For me personally, when I see it, I just remember about being laughed upon for my accent when I was child. So because of that, I started to say it in my mind and see whether that conversation or that sentence that I'm going to say next is a right, and only if it is right I should be saying. So I started to have these kind of thoughts in my mind. So it started for me from that moment when people started to laugh upon me for my accent, and from then onwards I started to carry this fear of judgment, that people might laugh upon me if I say something wrong or if I'm not able to catch upon the accent. So similarly, you also should ask yourself from where did you started this habit of rehearsing this in your mind. Now this habit has a very positive influence on me. Definitely there is a negative influence as well, but till today I rehearse my conversation in the mind first, provided that whenever I have some important thing to do and I'm not able to put it in words in a right manner, at that minute, at that time I use it. Let's say if I have to talk to very new person and I have to know where the conversation might go, at that time I usually rehearse the conversation, and this way it's has positively helped me. But when I look at the negative side, when you start rehearsing the conversation in your mind, you are basically getting in the loop of saying whether whatever you have said is right or wrong. Now that loop is not good, because when you are getting into that loop, you know that when overthinking begins, it doesn't just stay at one point, it goes beyond even imagination. Like it is not even real, the situation that you imagine are not even real, but still you end up in that situation. Say you are thinking about particular sentence and then you are rehearsing it in your mind. Basically when we are rehearsing, we also think about other person's reaction, right? Now let's say that reaction is something negative, and then you go like, oh, that person is going to give me negative reaction, then I'm going to think about this. Then it is just like a cycle, it will just somewhere connect with something out of the world. Even the aliens might come into that picture, or sometimes the long lost relatives will also come. So this is how our overthinking loops start. So what I'm trying to make you realize here is, first understand from where did you start this overthinking cycle. That's your first thing. For me, as I share, it's a childhood thing. For you, when did it started? Just start to look at your overthinking pattern. Is it helping you with things that can affect you positively, or is it helping you to look at the things negatively? If it is helping you positively, then keep doing it. But if it is affecting you negatively, then you need to address it. How you're going to address it? Just learn to stay in the topic. Just learn to stay in the topic. That's it. You will not go beyond that limit. Or the another thing that you can do is just give you few minutes to rehearse the conversations, like 1 or 2 minutes. Within 1 or 2 minutes, even you can keep the timer. You will not believe, even for this record I'm keeping a timer, and this timer is about to go now, because starting 2 minutes I just wasted, and you will be able to hear the music. So here you go. Similarly, you can also use the timer, make use of timer. And don't worry, you don't have to use this timer for very long time. You just need to use the timer for until 1 or 2 weeks, until you get used to that time frame, so that after 2 minutes your brain will switch off by itself, that okay, time is up, this is what we are going to do. So this is what you have to do. First understand why you're rehearsing the conversation, from where did it begin, and then use these techniques that I just shared with you, and this is definitely going to help you. This was it for today. Thank you so much for watching this video. Make sure to subscribe this channel and also comment down below what exactly you want me to speak about. And also, if you want to learn about your communication pattern, or you want to know where exactly you are being stuck with your communication, then you can take my 30 minutes communication audit, which is free. So make sure to look at the description, and thank you so much. We'll meet in the next video.